Hi, hi. How's it going? How's it going, people? Uh, how you doing? How you doing? It's been a while. It's been a fucking while and a half. Couple months now. I don't even know how long it's been. It's been a couple months. So it's a lot of months have went by. But anyway, it's all in the past. Okay. I just thought that I'd sit down today and I'd have a heart-to-heart conversation with anybody that's going to be watching this video. I guess, because I might be back. I don't even fucking know anymore. But that I have to update people about what's really going on. Where have I been for a couple months, and what happened to all of those empty, false promises that I promised? A lot has happened. Starting off, the first thing is when I started this channel. I think it was like way back in February maybe, and I did a Bloodborne video. That shit was incredible. It felt incredible. It's something I've wanted to do for a while. Just sit down, record something, and play and talk and have a good time and edit and just have a good time, right? And I had a really good time. I had a really good time playing Bloodborne back then. And then after that, I thought, okay, I want to try something different. I like to read manga, Japanese manga, and especially One Piece. Fucking masterpiece of art. It's a work of art essentially, but not that many people understand it, unfortunately. Anyway, and I decided that I'm gonna do a video on One Piece, right? I thought I'll reread it and maybe I'll do like a couple of reviews or whatever. But while reading, I found out that the first chapter was incredible. First chapter was amazing. So I thought I'll sit down and I'll just talk about the first chapter. And I did. And I edited it, I put some fucking effort into it, a lot of hours, and I had a really good time. I was satisfied with the result, with the effort that I put in, and it kind of motivated me to want to do more, let's say. And at that time, I just finished watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood for the first time, and I thought I want to talk about this. So I started doing research about the video and working on a script. I mean, the One Piece video I did was unscripted, completely off the top of my head. And I thought that I want to try to do a script. And I worked on that and put in a lot of time onto the Full Metal Alchemist script. And with that, there was another video I was working on for One Piece, another scripted video that I did a bunch of fucking research about that. I mean, I went down to forums that were like from 2013, and yeah, a lot of research. And I had that all on my laptop, and I thought I'd back it up to my hard drive, but I'd always be like, yeah, I'll back it up, but I wouldn't. You know what I mean? And, just like the people of Chernobyl in 1986, I think it was, why worry about it if it's not gonna happen, right? And yeah, my hard drive for my laptop, it just died on me one morning, 5 a.m. And I lost everything on the laptop. But I didn't even care about everything else that I lost. I only cared about those two folders essentially that weren't even like a gig, basically a gigabyte. But it was a lot of time. It was a lot of time. It was about 40 hours worth of time just gone down the drain. And with it went my motivation essentially. I didn't want to put the effort back into it. I was very, very annoyed and very sad. So I'm not going to say I gave up. I'm just going to say I took an early retirement for now. And then after it, whenever I thought, okay, I'll give it another try, I didn't, because my laptop was getting fixed, and then I didn't have the necessary stuff, and then I had problems with my microphone that was very obvious. I mean, the quality was just bad. The quality isn't good, but it's not as bad, I think. Maybe, I'm not really sure. But I thought that it's time to improve from myself. It's time to work on myself. And I learned a little bit, not that much. And at the same time, there was something very important. I had exams for my uni. Very, very, very bad exams, but I had to study for them. And the exam period was basically more or less 3 months. So that's 3 months of my life gone, just down the drain. I examined, and the exam is finished. Today is the 9th of September as I'm recording, but there have been some updates since then. The first update is that my PS4 is gone. I had to sell my PS4, which is a shame, but I made an upgrade because I'm like one of the 10 people in the world that own a PS5. So that's amazing. I feel very happy with myself. And I just got the PS5 yesterday as I'm recording this. Basically, yeah, I got it on the 8th. And I still don't have any games for the PS5, but I do have a lot of plans for the PS5, stuff I want to do. So I've just been playing some PS4 games. I played some Ghost of Tsushima. 60 FPS looks incredible for me, but more importantly, I've been playing some, as you can probably see from the gameplay since the start of the video, some Astro's Playroom. This game is very good. It ships with the PS5, and it essentially just shows off the DualSense. It's a big advertisement for the DualSense, but I feel like it's just a lot more than that. And I might do a video talking about Astro's Playroom after I get the platinum for it. But it's a very fun game. It's very fun. I'm not a platformer guy myself, but I'm having a very good time with this game. It's very charming, and it's like nostalgic in a way, because my first console was a PS1, and like my second console was a PS2, and my fourth console, sorry, was a PS4. And now my fifth console is a PS5. I mean, the only time I haven't owned a PlayStation console has been an Xbox 360 and a Nintendo Switch. And other than that, it's been PlayStation. So it's kind of nostalgic for me, especially the PS1, because that's kind of when I got introduced to gaming. And it's very nice. It's very nice. It's a very nice game. If you ever do get a PS5, I do think you should check it out and give it time, because it's a very fun game. It's well made and it's very charming. It really shows off the DualSense, and holy shit, man, the DualSense is one fucking controller. It is one incredible controller. I mean, it fits in my hand so well, and it's sexy. It's a sexy controller, and I haven't held a lot of controllers in my life that I felt a physical attraction to. You know, like we fit together, we belong together, we were made for each other. The DualSense is one of them. Like, there's only one more controller I feel, and that I felt that with, and it's the Xbox 360 controller. And the DualSense completely fucks that one in the asshole. Yeah, it's just a very good controller. But yeah, I don't want to talk too much about the PS5 because I still want to do a video where I do talk about the PS5 and probably Astro's Playroom in that video. But yeah, this is a good segue into the next thing I want to talk about, and is what do I have planned? Yeah, what I really don't know specifically what I want to do. Like before, I had plans where I was like, okay, I want to do like a manga review, and I want to do anime, maybe movies, and reviews, and we sit and talk about that as well. Gaming reviews, that is a lot of effort, and it's a lot of effort that I don't feel like I can put in right now. And if I don't feel like I can put in the effort, I'm not gonna enjoy it, so I'm not gonna like the content I make. So the content I kind of want to do right now, it's kind of something I haven't seen a lot on YouTube. I've probably seen it. I've seen a lot of gaming shit, but I've probably seen it. And it's just where I have a lot of games that I hold very dear to my heart. A lot of games I love, like crazy, like the Outer Worlds and Outer Wilds and Dying Light. These are games I fucking love to death. Dishonored 2 and Prey, and these are a lot of games I really want to talk about. So what I'm thinking of doing for these games basically is just picking up the game, playing it, and just talking about it as I play it. I'll probably play it by myself for a couple of hours, and then, you know, just sit and talk over the gameplay and just say why I like the game, what's good about it, what's bad about it, why you should play it, why you shouldn't play it, and off the top of my head, unscripted, just my pure fucking opinion, as if me and you are having a conversation right now. You're not watching a review. I'm not saying these are going to be reviews. They're not. They're just one guy's opinion on a game. That's it. You know, that's it. If you don't want to watch it, that's completely up to you. I'm just saying that's what I want to do. Other things that I do want to do is kind of, I'm not going to say playthroughs, but there's these style of videos on gaming YouTube, basically, where some guy he starts a game and he sits and he plays it for a couple of hours, you know, in an unscripted manner that's not a let's play, you know. Some of the people that do this that I really like are like Call Me Kevin, or Zani, or the Spiffing Brit, you know, stuff like these. They're some of my favorite content creators that do this, and I feel like this is some of the most creative content. Isn't creative because you as a creator can kind of put your identity on the content you make. Yeah, okay, they all make sort of the same content, but they all have their own identity. You watch them for different reasons, and I love that. And that's something I really want to do. I'm not saying you can't do that with Let's Plays, but like Let's Plays I feel like are kind of boring, because like I don't know, I don't find the appeal behind sitting and watching somebody play a game like minute to minute, second to second, no cuts. I don't feel the appeal behind that. And plus, you wouldn't watch like my Let's Plays. You'd watch like some big YouTubers Let's Plays because they're known for Let's Plays, right? You wouldn't watch me, you'd watch them. That's completely fine, but because you can't really put your own identity on this. You know what I mean? You can't. It's not that you can't, it's just difficult. And I don't have it figured out to do it, but I kind of have an idea. So that's just what I want to do kind of in gaming. One last thing is I just want to do videos where I cover like if there's been an event like a State of Play or a Nintendo Direct or like a Gamescom or an E3. I want to do a video where I just talk about the stuff that happened there. And tomorrow is the PlayStation event. I think today, it's actually today. Yeah, the 9th. It's the PlayStation event, and I'm gonna do a video about that because I'm fucking hyped. I now have a PS5, so like anything that comes out there I can probably play now. And yeah, I'm pretty hyped for that. I'm sorry, it's off the top of my head. I just wanted to say this real quick in terms of gaming, that we are in September, and I know that the year is ending. Basically, we have a couple of months left, but there are a few games I'm very hyped to play this year. On the 14th of September, Deathloop comes out, and I want to play it eventually this year. There's also two more PS5 games that I want to play, and that's Returnal and Demon's Souls. But the game that I'm hyped for the most this year comes out in December, and that's Dying Light 2.
Are you sure about that?
I'm very hyped for Dying Light 2. I think it's going to be a very good game. I'm hyped for it. My expectations are in check. I promise you that. After Cyberpunk, my expectations are in check. But I'm very hyped for Dying Light 2. Just, it's like a personal hype, more than anything. The game could be an 8 out of 10, and to me it'd be a 10 out of 10. But I still recognize it as an 8 out of 10, but a 10 out of 10 in my eyes. Just like the original was probably like a 6 out of 10, but in my eyes it was 10 out of 10. Maybe, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, Dying Light comes out in December. Then you have Elden Ring coming out in January. That's going to be very exciting. Those are like two games, Dying Light 2 and Elden Ring. These are two games that I'm pre-ordering 100%. I don't fucking care. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. Yeah, I've been rambling on for a long time now. It's been 16 minutes. So I just kind of want to end it in this like next 4 minutes, because I like to talk for just 20 minutes. But the last thing I wanted to talk about is I want to do videos where I sit and I talk about the shit that I read, because I've been reading a lot in these last 4 to 5 months. I've read a lot. I mean, I've started Berserk. I'm 6 volumes through Berserk. I've read Dragon Ball, like the original Dragon Ball, and like Dragon Ball Z up to the Cell Saga. Of course, I'm caught up on One Piece. I've read Attack on Titan, the full Attack on Titan, and I've read Mashle, Magic and Muscle. That is very underrated, and I want to talk about that. One Punch Man, and I just wanted to sit and talk about all the manga that I've read. something like that, because there are some things I really want to talk about, especially in Berserk. Berserk is incredible, but I want to finish the Golden Age. If you know, you know. I want to finish the Golden Age first, then talk about Berserk, and definitely want to talk about One Piece after this little whatever the fuck is going on just kind of ends, because it's very interesting. Anyway, so yeah, that's in terms of like manga. I wanted, there's one video I want to do at the end of the year where I talk about all the games that I've played this year, because I've played a lot of games and on a lot of consoles. I mean, you've got on my PC, I see PC, it's a laptop. On my laptop, my Switch, PS4, PS5, and Xbox 360. There's a lot of games I want to talk about. You've got like Outer Wilds and Max Payne 3. Max Payne 3 is very underrated, but I do have my problems with it, and I want to talk about it. And Saints Row 4 and I Divine Cybermancy, Before Your Eyes, Mountain Blade Warband, and just a lot more. Cyberpunk. Now that's a whole video by itself, which I'm gonna work on probably tomorrow. Yeah, Cyberpunk. That's very interesting. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I want to do, and I think that's gonna be a very big video that I'll work on a lot, because I want to talk about like the games I've experienced, the mangas I've read, the movies I've watched, the animes I've watched, the series I've watched. A lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. I've been preparing for this comeback, and I'm gonna be free for the rest of the year, more or less. So yeah, there's very exciting things coming, I hope. And yeah, I hope that you guys will join me on this journey, and if you aren't interested or you don't want to, that's completely fine. That's completely up to you. I won't be sad, because I don't like forcing people, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, at least just fucking watch the video, give me the view, and fuck off. Oh my god. Right, so yeah, that's that. Yeah, and enjoy. I hope you enjoyed Astro's Playroom's gameplay. I know I'm very bad at the game. But the game is very fun, and yeah, I will do a video talking about it. So yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you bleep bloops on the flip flop later. Yes, I'm cool.